Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders Daily Video. Hope you're having a great day today. And hopefully, you've been able to take advantage of some of the moves that we've had over the last little bit. A couple things that I wanted to talk about this on this video. Deal with kind of movement, price action of what's going on during the day and after some big movements. And you can see here that this 30-minute chart of the pound dollar shows a couple of interesting things. First of all, it shows this really big movement here. And a lot of times what we'll see happening with a big movement like that is that the price will do one of two things. It'll either retrace back down to some degree, whether it's all the way or halfway or whatnot. Or it'll do kind of what this did and just really kind of move sideways for some time. And what happens is the market is trying to take into consideration, I guess, what has been going on. And after a big move like that, taking a breather, so to speak, on some of that movement. You can see that we've got, an area that's developed as some support and, starting to move up off of that support here maybe, where we could take advantage of trading this. Now, the thing that we want to deal with here when it comes to looking at the simple trading method is we want to be able to look at price movement that is deliberate in its movement. And for the pound dollar right here, this is, at least up to this point, has not been very deliberate in its movement. It's, ran straight up and then it's just kind of gone sideways. Ideally, when we're trading and looking for opportunities to trade the simple trading method, that deliberate movement that we want to see is a smooth movement that doesn't have a lot of inconsistencies in how it moves. So not a lot of jumping up and sideways and really kind of a choppy movement like we're seeing here on this pound dollar. Now, if we compare that to the Aussie dollar, for example, you can see a lot more deliberate type of movement in how it's moving. Even though it's not perfect like we drew, it is at a point where we could draw. In fact, let's put on here the 40 period simple moving average, and you can see how nicely this bounced up off of this area here. So we can move up. We got all kinds of support being held here, and as we get these pullbacks towards these support areas, this is where we're going to look for opportunities to enter into the simple trading method. Now, obviously, there's no guarantee that it's going to move in this direction for any time, or for this could be the end of it. We don't know. But until we have the evidence showing us that this movement is ending, we want to look for opportunities to trade along with how this is moving. So right now, if we pull this up, our entry would be in this above the highest high of the last three, which is going to be just up above this candle here. So we could right click, go into trading, doing a buy stop order, whatever the position size that we want to be dealing with. We could put a stop loss down below the moving average here, so 1.0505, we'll call it 1.0505. We could have our first take profit at these highs, so something like 1.0535. And then we could put place. And now we have a pending order. Let's going to allow us to really kind of watch and see what happens. If it moves up above here, we're going to get in and anticipating a target up here. If this thing moves down, over in the next couple of bars, we're probably going to hold off on getting into this or waiting for the opportunity to adjust this to a different level. So practice with that. Make sure that, first of all, you identify a deliberate market movement, and then look for things that are pulling back towards a support area, and then place your trade with your stop and your target with the entry above the highest high of the last three in the case of an uptrend, or below the lowest low of the last three in the case of a downtrend. And then just monitor the position to see if it gets filled. If not, if it moves back down below this moving average before we get into it, we would look at canceling that trade. So practice with that, and if you have questions, let me know. If not, have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you soon.